What's going on, everyone? It's JDC here, back in the video, and today we're going to be talking about the future of the Houston Rockets and, their situation moving forward. Before that, real quick, I'm going to guys to drop a like down below, press the subscribe button. It would really help the algorithm help grow the channel, tell the people like Houston Rockets content, and help grow the channel in general. So I'm you guys to drop a like down below, press the subscribe button, and let's get to the video. Now, I know I already made a video about how the Houston Rockets' future is bright, but I think I had to address it again after the win against the Milwaukee Bucks last night. The Houston Rockets played the Milwaukee Bucks last night, and we won 143 to 136. Now, I will say that Giannis Antetokounmpo was not in the game. He got injured 46 seconds into the game, so that was definitely one of the factors that low-key led us to win. But the biggest factor that led us to the win was obviously Kevin Porter Jr. dropping 50 points, 11 assists, and 5 rebounds in just 41 minutes. Now, I will say that Kevin Porter Jr. was a steal from the Cavs trade, man. Like, that trade was probably the most highway robbery trade that Rafael Stone has done in his whole career. Probably will be the only one in his whole career that would be highway robbery, because you basically just gave up a protected second round pick, so that probably will not convey. So the future for the Houston Rockets is definitely bright, and for the simple fact that Kevin Porter Jr. has a ton of potential. Now, we all know what Kevin Porter Jr. can do offensively. He can give us some scoring, dropping 50 points last night, a career high, and basically the youngest player to drop 50 and 10 since LeBron James when he did at 23. So other than that, we have a lot of good young pieces on this roster. We obviously have Christian Wood, who's just 25 years old. He dropped 31 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. Christian Wood, we all know what he can do, man. He almost broke his career high this game. I think he was one away from breaking his career high. Yeah, career high. I think it was 32 before it, but yeah, we have a lot of good young pieces on this roster, and it's really amazing to see that all of them have been really producing, especially in this month. We also got Jae'sean who just earned the Rockets Player of the Month. Dropped 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists today. But in the last game against Denver, I want to say he dropped 20 points. I definitely could pull that up right now, but I don't want to. So, yeah. Other than that, we have our 3 big young talent right here in Jae'Sean, Christian Wood, and Kevin Porter Jr. Those are our 3 young core players right there. But we also have some other good pieces on this roster, like Kelly Olynyk, who's just 30 years old, which is the age where he's kind of in the age where he's in the middle of getting old, but also still kind of young. Not really young, but he's on the younger side of being 30 years old. So, but he dropped 24 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 assists against the Bucks, man. Now, Kelly Olynyk has been such a great pickup for the Houston Rockets. He's been producing all around, man. It's just been so good, because Kelly Olynyk was not doing this in Miami, man. This year he's averaging basically 12.7 points on the Rockets, bro, and basically 48% from the field, and that's 33% from 3. So Kelly Olynyk has definitely stepped up his game by coming here to the Rockets, and he definitely fits in with the system here, and I actually love him in this system. And I hope that he definitely stays for the future, and I hope that we kind of could bring him back in the future. But if we get someone like a Scotty Barnes type of player in the draft, or a better big than Kelly Olynyk, then there's pretty much no reason to bring back Olynyk, just for the simple fact that he might come off the bench. But this brings it to my next point, where we have really good bench pieces in DJ Wilson and Armani Brooks. Now, DJ Wilson has been producing for us in these last 3 games. Now, this game he dropped 15 points, 12 rebounds, and an assist. I can definitely see that DJ Wilson is starting to get more confidence in this game, and he's definitely getting more confident shooting the 3 ball and taking those layups that we all knew he could. He's definitely a really good athletic finisher and someone that can shoot the 3 ball if he wants to. So, and then I think it was 2 nights ago. Yeah, 2 nights ago against the Nuggets, he dropped a career high 25 points. It was really good, man. DJ Wilson has a ton of potential to be a pretty good bench piece in the future, man. So, and then we also have Armani Brooks, who just played 20 minutes, had 6 points on a rebound. He shot 2 of 4 from 3, man, which this month alone he's been really struggling, but I definitely sense some potential in him. To kind of become a Ben McLemore type player with even better defense. So I'm definitely excited for what this Houston Rockets team can become in the future, considering that we have a lot of first round picks, especially in this draft, with the top 4 pick in the draft. Well, protected top 4 pick in the draft, so if it doesn't land within the top 4, we don't get it. But we also have the Blazers lottery protected first. We have the Bucks first, I think. If I'm not too yeah, I think we have the Bucks first, and then I think we also have a swap with the Heat. So that basically gives us 4 picks in the draft. If we don't get the top 4 pick, that's 3 picks in the draft. So, but we're really banking on getting that top 4 pick, because this draft class is stacked with Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green, we got Evan Mobley, Jalen Suggs, bro. So it would definitely be optimal that we got this top 4 pick, specifically the first pick, so we can get Cade Cunningham. So the future of the Rockets is not looking too bad now that we know what Kevin Porter Jr. can do, dropping 50 and 11. We all know what Christian Wood can do, dropping 31 and 9. And I think these two are really good beside each other, because Christian Wood is one of the best pick and roll bigs in the league, man, and he's a really good lob target. And Kevin Porter Jr., he's a really underrated playmaker, man. Dropping 11 assists in a 50-point game is really good, bro. So I definitely like the pairing between Christian Wood and Kevin Porter Jr. And we also have some other pieces in Jae'Sean and DJ Wilson, who can definitely bring us some good scoring output and also some defense. So, and we also have some other pieces on this roster. We got KJ Martin, who in just 20 minutes scored 5 points and 5 rebounds. KJ Martin has been pretty good after coming out of the G League, so I definitely like KJ Martin's game, and he could definitely become probably a bench piece for us at best. So, and then we also have pieces like Sterling Brown, who's injured right now because the facial lacerations from that assault. So Sterling Brown is also a guy we should keep in the offseason, and definitely bring him back, because he's been really producing off the bench, and I can kind of see him developing into kind of like an Eric Gordon type player, where he can shoot the 3-ball but also play some defense, some on-ball defense. So yeah, Sterling Brown we need to keep, but that's pretty much it for the roster in terms of young talent. Now we also have John Wall, who's taking up a max free agent spot on this team, considering that he's making $40 million a year until I want to say 2023, 2024, if I'm not too sure. And then he also has a player option, which he probably will opt into, because it's John Wall, man. So, but I definitely feel like we're probably going to keep John Wall for the simple fact that he gives us leadership. Unless he's willing to take that bench point guard role in the offseason, if we get Cade Cunningham. So, with those things said, we also have a lot of picks in the future, man, from that James Harden trade. 4 first-round picks from the Nets, 4 pick swaps. Now, we can say that they're definitely not going to be valuable right now, because the big 3 in Brooklyn definitely look like they're not going to break up. But, crazier things have happened in this league, man, and hopefully they do break up, so those picks become very valuable to us, because we have their picks until 2027. So I definitely like the way this Houston Rockets team is going, man. Other than that, I think we did address the coaching situation, because as good as Steven Silas was at the beginning of the season, the season overall has been really horrible. And considering that he was a rookie coach, I will give him some slack. But if the next season or the season after that we're not in playoff contention, bro, I think Steven Silas needs to go, because this team should have been way better than it was right now, because we had a lot of good pieces in the at the beginning of the season. We still had James Harden at the beginning. We had John Wall performing to John Wall standards. We had Christian Wood basically playing at the most improved player level that we all know he can be, and he was basically the most improved at the beginning of the season. So to not be able to be in playoff contention with that type of roster is definitely a huge blow to Steven Silas's record. And I'm definitely hoping that we get into playoff contention next year, so that we don't have to fire Silas. But if we don't get into playoff contention pretty soon, then it might honestly look like to fire Steven Silas and get another coach, man. So, but I also like what Raphael Son has done for this team, man. He's picked up a lot of good pieces. Kevin Porter Jr. for that second round protected pick. Jae'Sean, diamond in the rough. Christian Wood, $13 million for 3 years. So yeah, this Houston Rockets team, it's got me excited for the future. And it's only up from here, bro. Rocket for life. So if you guys like the video, drop a like down below, press the subscribe button. It will do up the algorithm, help grow the channel, tell people like Houston Rockets content, and help grow the channel in general. So if you guys do, drop a like down below, press the subscribe button, and I'm out. Peace.